get the cue, we start you as a church now, man. Right after 3, we as church start, and not just the choir. So 2, 3. Oh, what a wonderful thing, a very wonderful thing, to be free from sin and the pride. Wait. One minute. Yeah, pour the microphone. I don't stand a little bit, no? This is Easter.
Oh, what a wonderful thing, a very wonderful thing, to be free from sin and the Christ within, to be made a joint here with Jesus my Lord. What a wonderful, wonderful thing. Oh, what a wonderful thing, a very wonderful thing, to be free from sin and the Christ within, to be made a joint here with Jesus my Lord. What a wonderful, wonderful thing. Oh, what a wonderful thing, a very wonderful thing, to be free from sin and the Christ within, to be made a joint here with Jesus my Lord. What a wonderful, wonderful thing.
There's another song, I can't remember it right now. Alright, be seated for now. This is the most blessed and most joyful night of the year as we celebrate Jesus' resurrection. We're so accustomed to hearing Jesus risen from the dead that we could say, oh yeah, we know all of that, and miss the grace of entering fully into the celebration. But think about it. Jesus rose from the dead. Death is not the end. I remember hearing Mrs. Hemming say, death is not the end. There's more to life than that. And we're here to testify to that death is not the end for you and I. And Jesus, he proved that to you and I, that death is not the end. Death is a transitioning to where God meets us. Until then, we journey, we give thanks whilst we live in this life. Because it is only the door to the beyond. We do not want the resurrection of Jesus to have to fight for room in our lives. May Christ's death and resurrection be the center of our lives. Death is not the end. We begin our celebration tonight with a service of lights, which symbolized Jesus raising from the dead and bringing light to all of us. The light of Christ has shone in the world, scattering darkness forever. We had been waiting for this moment for thousands of years. We heard in the readings tonight an account of creation of man and woman and the liberation of the Hebrews from Egypt. This was in God's plan for mankind. But the high point of God's plan for us was the resurrection, which is why tonight is the greatest celebration of the high points of Jesus. This night is the most blessed of all to herald the exalted, the Easter proclamation. And I struggled to sing that song tonight. I blame the choir for that because the person I hear me sing, I'm actually hearing myself singing. And I say this, and maybe others don't feel good about it. I'm in my 4th month here. And for me, it's a liberation. For me, I've gone beyond what I've expected of myself. Why? Because you pushed me to go the beyond. You have helped me to become who I am today. And for me, it's an interesting Easter, because I see you as a people journeying through Lent. I've seen you spend the sacrifices, braving the traffic to come here for 5:30, 6 o'clock, 6:30, and stayed. Imagine you staying here for almost 3 hours in worship. For me, that's an awesome task. For me, it is saying that you, my members, you, our parishioners, you're willing to put in the extra effort, the sacrifice to celebrate. So today, we can truly say, celebrate Jesus, celebrate, because he's risen. And not just risen, he's risen in our hearts, because we have done the work. This evening, earlier today, when everything was finished and we looked, and then I said, something missing. And I said, no, we want a centerpiece. But then most of the flowers have done already. But it's in that they went to work and they salvaged everything else that they could. And it's already done and it finished. And said, yes, this is it. This is the moment in which you and I, we can truly rejoice, because we have done the work. We're putting the extra piece. We're putting that extra time. And that moment, those holy moments that we journeyed with throughout Lent, today, those are holy moments of joy. When we today, having survived Lent, it's a time to rejoice. It's a time to celebrate. It's a time to acknowledge that darkness is not the end. Death is not the end. Life continues. And that life continues in you and I. But the sad part of it is that the story doesn't end here. That story, you and I, were called to carry that on. So it's not a time to have gloomy faces. It's a time to rejoice. It's a time to say, if I have survived Lent, if I have survived all these years, and today I can joyfully stand and celebrate, it is an awesome task. It's an awesome task to gather in this house of God, knowing that Christ, who went to that cross for you and I, who we watched in the narration yesterday, the third word, and we watched how Mary and everyone struggled, and not only them, listening to the 7 persons or 6 persons coming up to share, authentic sharing. It meant that Lent must have done something to them to allow them to come out of themselves and expose themselves, but don't really care what they like, yes or no. Because for them, they have been liberated. Our Christ have been liberated. And because they have been liberated, what about us? Tonight is a night of liberation. Tonight is a time to say, devil, you can't hold me hostage. You can't hold me down anymore. We must not only say it, we must live it. You and I, we must live what we believe. And a journey in what we believe. if nothing else going to save us, it's our belief in our God who says, I am with you. A God was called us. A God was taking us from where we are. He's willing to journey with us. One of the things I reflected on earlier today, preparing for Holy Saturday Vigil is a holy work. You should see the church earlier today. It was in a mess. We have flowers, we have this, we have that, and everybody working, the Christians and all of it. Why? To make this night what it is. Because it's in that imperfection light glory comes. It's in our own imperfections God saw us. And our God said, come. Come as you are. Journey with me. Go through the fire of Lent. So you and I, we can be cleansed and prepare ourselves for this transition. It doesn't mean that, like some of our sportsmen and women, as soon as they win a race or some competition, that's it. They rest, and all the other games they lose. We, while celebrating, we can't let down our guards. We still have to do what is required to maintain our salvation. Today, tomorrow, we have a feast. Today, tomorrow, we celebrate. Because this is not just any and any happening. This is a moment in time. A moment to acknowledge God as our Savior. So what God said He would have done, He did it. Task now is for you and I to carry that light of Christ, flame in our hearts, going forth, so that others will not just see me or you, but experience the beauty, the blessing of a God who says, I am with you, yes, until the end of time. To God, my sisters and brothers, be honor and glory forever and ever. Amen.